Hey y'all, welcome back to Chaz's Lifestyle. Today we're making some really good and juicy kale. So I preheated my pan for a medium heat. I'm just going to add in some olive oil. The first thing we're actually going to do, we're going to saute some onions. I just diced them up. Some pieces were a little chunky, but it's okay. It's going straight into the kale. We're going to let these onions saute for a good 1 minute, continuously stirring every now and then. Now the oil just helps release all those beautiful flavors from the onion, and we're also going to add in the minced garlic, which is going to release the flavors as well. You want to do this before you put in your kale, and then once you put in your kale, you want to kind of like saute your kale first before adding everything else into it. So continue to watch and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now I'm adding in that minced fresh garlic. And all the ingredients will be listed down below in the description box. Stir in that garlic for a good 20 seconds is fine. You just want those onions to caramelize just a little bit. Now after that, I do have some fresh clean kale. You can buy the big kale where you have to cut it up, but I just get the pre-cut. I just soak it a little bit and then I would drain it, let it dry a little bit, and then here we're just going to add it into our pot. Now we're going to flavor this kale up. I'm actually using Smart Balanced butter. I love that butter. It is kind of a healthy alternative than regular, the regular butter. So here I'm going to be adding some onion powder, garlic powder, some sazon for more flavor and a little color. I'm also going to add some black pepper and a little bit of salt, some Goya adobo, and what else am I adding? Paprika. And like I said, everything will be listed down below in the description box. And the key here, just like you're making cabbage and things of that sort, you want it to steam first. So here I'm just adding a little bit of chicken broth. Sometimes I use water, sometimes I use chicken broth. I prefer chicken broth because you don't have to continue to season it too much. Now we're going to add a top and let that steam for a good 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, as you can see, it's starting to soften up more. So we're going to mix in that kale with all those beautiful juices. You want to get it in there really good so the flavor can soak up. Greens like this, kale greens, collard greens, mustard greens, they all soak up a lot of liquid. So when you have chicken broth and your flavors and your seasonings to soak it up, it tastes so good. I know a lot of people don't really eat kale, and I recommend it. It's very healthy, but you can make it so delicious without adding too much unhealthy ingredients. I use a lot of herbs and stuff like that. So we're gonna let this cook on a medium heat for an additional 8 minutes. And I check on it about every 2 to 3 minutes just to mix it up, make sure it still has its liquid. Look at that. It's just beautiful, so vibrant. So quick, easy, fast. You can do this with meal preps, dinner, lunch. You can eat it by itself. You can eat it with some chicken, So you can make it healthy but still delicious. If you decide to recreate this dish, be sure to tag me on Instagram at Chaz's Cuisines.